We start tonight with continuing coverage on ECUD. Taxation without representation. We've all heard it. In other words, taxing people without their say. Financial records show the Ector County Utility District, or ECUD, continued to collect taxes on a bond 13 years after it was paid off. CBS 7's Hannah Brock sifted through those records and spoke with a concerned resident. They believe the taxes were collected unfairly. She has the documents and the details. Hannah?
Maxine is just one of many West Odessa residents and local officials questioning ECUD's conduct. But Dean has kept a binder full of records as he's tried to raise awareness about what he's witnessed. That includes proof of tax dollars collected in excess that could total in the millions.
It says here the district outstanding 1977 series bond was paid off in 2005.
That's from the Ector County Utility District's 2018 financial audit, meaning taxes for the bond were overcollected for 13 years. In 2020, 21, and 22, ECUD's financial audits referenced $2 million that were a, quote, potential property tax reimbursement for those taxes collected between 2005 and 2018. What did ECUD do when they realized they had overcollected, from your view?
Oh my goodness, we got caught. That's kind of they didn't really want to talk about it or anything.
That bond was issued in 1977 after ECUD was created in 1976. A longtime West Odessa resident, Dean remembers that $6.2 million bond passing. It took residents' property taxes to build the original water system. Dean says voters like him agreed to that, not the extra taxes.
And I don't think that it was fair and honest. Even we had no say-so in anything. It's the same thing as somebody was taking money out of my bank account, and I didn't have any choice.
The overcollection is laid out in Dean's binder of ECUD records. It's also laid out in ECUD's website and referenced in a recent request for opinion to the State Attorney General from Ector County staff. But who will do anything about it?
And that's really what the Attorney General opinion request is on, is what is the legal pathway? Because the folks who we've talked to, it's so vague because the Ector County Utility District is a unique organization in its setup. And so the oversight is the biggest concern, because oversight is needed for this organization. That's one thing I think that most folks can agree on.
The Attorney General will respond by June 12th, but it won't investigate any of the claims that ECUD has taxed without representation or violated the Open Meetings Act or Texas local government and water codes. Instead, the letter will provide instructions on enforcement if these allegations are true. An exact number for delinquent taxes is unclear but is likely in the millions. Where that money is? ECUD board member Troy Walker says since he was appointed in 2022, he hasn't been told.
If the money's there, I would vote that we'd give it back to the people that were overcharged.
Going forward, he hopes the district will address the residents who overpaid.
I feel like these are issues that need to be addressed, and I believe that they will be. And I believe that there will come a day when we can completely shed the skin of the old regime and be something that everybody in West Odessa can be proud of.
That change is necessary, Fawcett says.
And so restoring trust in government, especially in a community that, for the most part, West Odessans don't necessarily trust a lot of government. And who can blame them when you have folks who have been led or misled for decades?
In a written statement, ECUD General Manager Debbie Hayes says, quote, regarding taxes, the votes of the district have authorized the collection of taxes to pay for both debt service and for the operations and maintenance of the district's facilities. And, quote, any collected funds that have been spent were spent on infrastructure improvements to better serve our customers, end quote. Hayes believes ECUD has followed all rules and regulations. She did not respond to a request for additional comment on the $2 million set aside for reimbursement. The former and current ECUD board presidents did not provide comment. The exact amount of overcollection, how the money was used, if at all, and who is owed reimbursement, if at all, remains unclear. As they're available, CBS 7 will continue to bring you updates on this story. For CBS 7 First Alert News, I'm Hannah Brock.